Hello my friends, welcome to another episode of Warhammer 40,000 Inquisitor Martyr. My name is Wilfred, and in this episode I'd like to continue playing this seasonal character, a Crusader and a melee build. There are two builds I'm experimenting right now. One is the more like a spin to win, if you play Barbarian in Diablo 3, like a whirlwind kind of build. Another one is like using a really big axe and is do a lot of leaping and kind of shockwave gameplay. Also pretty much like a barbarian really. So I'm going to do both of them. Now I must say that the gear I have got is a little bit behind the level that I'm having. So I could go for crafting, and I may just do another video on crafting because it's really nice and rich there. But just before I jump into any of the mission here, side mission, I'll do a side mission for you guys this time around. A quick look into the build that I'm having is really the character is looking at the melee. Is very much invested in the melee, and is very much invested in the crit. So melee crit kind of build that I'm having. A bit of movement as well that helps me to reduce some of the cooldown. But is very much aiming towards the side. Once I unlock the physical attack, because I need to do a lot of physical attack to unlock this node, so that I can do some pathing on this, a little bit like Path of Exile. Then I'll invest quite a fair bit on this like a melee fist. Kind of like a build, and the rest of it I'll put it into the health part of it to make my character more durable, and character wise a lot of toughness built into it that make the character also more durable. Now I must say that if I use a sword, as you can see later, this is the Greatsword. Now what it does is this, there are 4 abilities come along with it. The first one is a Blade Fury. The great thing about this game is that the description against the affixes is being kind of like the tooltips is just right beside it, so there's no guessing like what it does. No need to go to Wikipedia or internet to research. What happens is that you can keep hitting with the Blade Fury, become a combo kind of power. You can apply the White Strike as well, which is a bleed. So this is a bleed kind of build, knock down. Then you can do Cripple Strike, which is to apply the vulnerability on a physical vulnerability. Is very important, and then you can do a spinning blow as well, so a bit of like an area effect or the spinning. So that is what I'm going to start. The next set I'm going to demonstrate to you is a hammer, Thunder Hammer. So Thunder Hammer set is very much you have a strike, but it's not a combo, it's a strike, so it's kind of slow, but it kind of hit really hard and not bad, and stun as well, single target, armor piercing as well. The vulnerability applied to pulverize, which is like basically is a single target vulnerability. Good for a boss fight, I guess. Then it has a very nice kind of leap as well. It kind of jump to area, but I find that you have to kind of know where to jump to, because if there is a barrier, you can't really jump through a barrier, unfortunately. So you must understand what you can do, and then you can do a shockwave, which is very much a path AOE. So it's not like a area AOE that you can see area effect. It's path, meaning there's a cone kind of damage. So no, sorry, it's a path. It's like right straight. So the description is fantastic here. And the and what is the Demolisher is the extreme damage to cover. So if there's anyone that's taking cover, then you can do quite a lot of extreme damage to that, even if you cover. So I'm going to do both of them for you guys and demonstrate to you. Yeah, always get distracted and talk about all the gears and so on, but there are some really nice gear that you can see here. Now there are a few options. Either I could do like a weekly, kind of like a bounty kind of thing that you can do certain missions, but this is kind of hard, so I'm going to re-roll this guy and see what happens. Complete 2 missions in a row without dying. Alright, cool. At least 4 levels higher, so this is like a challenge kind of work. It's a bit hard. Then you have the seasonal kind of objective. I'm not going to go into that. And this is the one that you could either go for the main story, which is I'm at chapter 2 for the Martyr, or I can go for a side story, because there is another one that I've discovered some kind of alien or the work that the Viper Nest. So there's a journal here if anyone wants to kind of like recap on what the story is so far, because I've done this part here. And then I completed the story arc and I go for this guy. So why don't I just go ahead with this one and see how it goes. Okay, using the hammer build. Okay, so let's Using the sword, sorry, let me just do a bit of sword. Maybe halfway I switch to hammer and let you see how it goes. Alright, cool. Then you can kind of like sense the difference between the two of them. I found that the spin to win is lazier. Somehow the health regen is better. Maybe it's the gear that I've got, but the hammer build is the one that punch really hard, but seems to be a little bit vulnerable sometimes. Alright, cool.
Captain Kavinsky reporting for duty, Inquisitor. I will be your liaison officer with the regional Astra Militarum headquarters.
I need a report, Captain. A brief one.
The current situation is volatile.
So this is a bunch of things. So I can do a spin to win here. So it's pretty straightforward. Very, very enjoyable.
Their propaganda could lead to a widespread rebellion.
I see, Captain.
And seems to me that I can just keep spinning and I'm doing okay.
The Emperor protects.
The Emperor protects. Yeah, I mean I don't have to keep spinning. If I walk, it's probably a bit faster. Let me just take away all the mobs here first. There's quite a few. Where is the? Oh wow, cool. Well, there's a beast here. Whoa, this is getting a bit hairy. Ooh. Let me call another kind of like a turret. Okay, heal myself. I'm suppressed. Ooh, there's so many of them. I can knock down as well. That's hard. Well, at least I take down the boss there. So that was the bees. The three. I don't know how many bosses were there. So done. It was quite a ooh. There's an explosion there. I should have known that. It's quite exciting. I must say. Yeah, there's a bit of like a obstacle here. I mean, it's a really good ARPG. It's a damn fine ARPG. Let me see. You can of course, you know, change the view here if that make it easier for you to see. Oh, there's like a something that I should avoid, I guess. There's pure carnage. So yeah, the spin is kind of fun. Now I'm going to let me just switch to a hammer for you guys to see, and you guys can opine for me if I should go for the hammer build or I should go for the spin build. So it's either spin to win or smash to win. Okay, now I tell you what. Let me just pull back here. Let's just do a hammer build. Now hammer build is you can do like a leap there and short wave. You can see that. So, but it's very much hammerish. So it's not spinning. Just okay. I've got a lot of mine here. Maybe I should get the. So this is a good prime example. So it's very strong. Of course, my hammer is actually stronger than. My sword in terms of level wise. Alright, cool. So the I don't know which one is faster in terms of taking down the enemy. So let me see. Done. Level up at the right timing. Now what I need to do perhaps is to get some mech kit, which is here, because I use up 2 of them. Right, cool. So there's some clue there, of course. Have to get the clue. I mean, the hammer is quite effective, but I don't know, is it because of the level I've got? So there's a clue here. You can read that the Imperium of Mankind is terribly terminally sick, blah blah blah, suffering, and so on and so forth. My friend, blah 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 blah. So you can read it if you want to. Doesn't have to, but you can read it if you want to. It's a great game. Now I'm doing alright, I think. So I'll keep pressing on to do a bit of hammer build. Then I may switch back to the sword one that let you kind of like compare between the two. Yeah, it's a huge map, so I'm just continuing to. I mean, sometimes it's worthwhile to explore the rest of the map because there may be a loot box like hidden somewhere that you may have missed. Yeah. I mean, it seems to me they're faster when it comes to the spin build, but the axe build, I mean, is kind of cool as well. I mean, if you aim it, I mean, I think the axe build probably require a bit more kind of skill, I would say, quote unquote skill. Need to group them a little bit, maybe. I don't know. It's like this, maybe. Yeah, can get overwhelmed quite easily, I guess. I don't know. I'm still a bit leaning towards the sword because the sword seems to be easier to manage this situation here because I can do a spin. Yeah, but nevertheless, I mean, really amazing stuff. Ooh, that's where. Cool. Short wave and done. I mean, it requires a little bit of skill to kind of like aim to jump. Sometimes I don't jump to the right place, as you can see. Okay, now let me go back to the other build. Demonstrate to you. I mean, this is really a lazy build, I would say. Yeah, just like melt everything here. I mean, that looks quite decent, I would say. Some medkit. Of course, I could. I mean, the mobility is much better for the hammer, seems to me. But then, when it comes to area damage, it just seems to be much stronger. When it comes to the spin build, this is the sword. The spin. Oh, there's a shrine here. That's interesting. Let me just get a shine. Ooh. Now what does the shrine do? Well, I mean, hang on a second. It does... Oh man, I can't really see right now, can I? It does a damage bonus. So I should make use of this this situation to 1 minute of shrine. Not a lot though, compared to Diablo. I think it's longer a bit, maybe. So that is very, very satisfying. Where is the guy there? Now the spinning is just slower if you oh, there's a boss there. Maybe I just do the boss first. This is a boss, is it? Where's the boss? Ooh. Just take away all these guys here. Where's is it one more? Wow, this is quite epic, huh? So I don't know. I'm just leaning towards the spin build for some strange reason. I'm being trapped here. It's pretty wonderful when it comes to AoE like this one. Yeah, just not as fast as a leaping build. I wish I could leap and spin. That would be really ideal. Okay, let's change it to a hammer build. Going back to a bit of hammer. Yeah, I mean hammer is nice as well. Don't get me wrong. So I can't decide. I really need you guys to help me decide. Okay, man. Oh wow. The turret has to be taken down first, man. Vulnerability applied. Shockwave. Oh no, I'm being like looted. Yeah, it's just it's not very good at AoE, I think, for some reasons. Good reason, I guess. So there's pros and cons really. I mean, you don't want all the guns to be the same. Okay, apply vulnerability. Man, there's so many things that are shooting me everywhere. You know what? Apply vulnerability. Done. Okay, I got a shockwave. That is from the seasonal buff, I think. Right, cool. So that seems alright. What am I supposed to do here? Let me see. Okay, so a bit cautious here. There's a shockwave. No, it doesn't go through the walls. Okay. Okay, man. Vulnerability. My two Whoa! Destroy the whole thing, man. Ooh, that was pretty satisfying. Okay, where's my loot box? Usually there's a loot box somewhere, but doesn't seem to have one here. Is it this one? No. Ah, yeah, that's one. Told you, that's one loot box. Doesn't seem to be anything great. No matter. How far can I leap? Oh, this is the one that you destroyed. Done.
Inquisitor, we humbly request your help. The planetary governor has ordered a full-scale counterattack, but the rebellious horde proved to be more organized than expected.
Okay.
We have suffered severe losses, and numerous battalions from the planetary defense force have defected to the enemy. Hostiles are threatening the PDF headquarters.
PDF headquarters.
Help us to defend the headquarters, Inquisitor.
Alright, cool. Yeah, that is victory. So, guys, what do you think? Should I stick with the hammer build or should I go for the spin to win kind of build? Yeah, keen to hear your view in the comment box below. I still have option between the two because the build potentially be a little bit different between the two of them because the sword build is more like a bleed build, while the hammer is not really the bleed card build. Oh, level 31. One more passive point, and for that I can invest onto my my passive here, which is very much going for crit. This is wonderful. I've got 10% damage bonus for 10 seconds when a crit hit kills. Yay, step up to 10 times, and that is exactly what I've been trying to aim for. My crit right now is about 15%, not fantastic, but at least is alright, I think. Yeah, so yeah, that is it. I can talk about so much more about all this like passive and what have you, but this game is amazing. You guys have to give it a shot on the game. And I'm just trying to see any kind of good loot that I have got. Maybe some of this like a hammer or things I could use. But I guess yeah, I'll sort out my inventory a little bit. It's not as tedious as some of the other games that I play, but it's really nice. I love it. So yep, thank you for watching, and I'll see you again next time. Yes, the Empire protects. Bye.